Hi, welcome to Punching Pads. I'm Noah and this is Fox, and here we have a $225 Tackle Warehouse unboxing. This is a pretty much all-around random unboxing. We really hadn't had anything set on this time of year. We decided to just stock up on everything for the whole year, so I guess we'll just jump right in.
First off, we'll start with the Rapala DT10s. DT10s and DT14s. First off, we have a Rapala DT14 in olive green craw pattern. Next up, another Rapala DT14. This one is in red crawdad. Another great pattern. Good for pre-spawn fishing. Next up, a Rapala DT10 in silver pattern. Just a common pattern. Works well for shad imitations. Next up, another Rapala DT10 in live pumpkin seed. This is actually a new color for Rapala, and it works great around here because our main forage is bluegill and all types of sunfish, unless we go to the big lakes where we use the shad imitations, but most of the time when we're at ponds we're using the bluegill patterns.
Here we got a couple more Rapalas. Here we have a Rapala Shad Wrap in bluegill pattern. This will work well for our local pond that we fish at because it's pretty shallow. This dives to about 4 to 6 feet, so it should work pretty well there. And next up, we have two Rapala Shadow Wraps. One in yellow perch, and the other one in carbon.
Great for cold water fishing.
Another thing I really like about these Shadow Wraps is when they jerk at 180 degrees, so they go back and forth all the way. So really great action. I'm really looking forward to using these.
And one quick tip I want to give about these jerk baits is sometimes it's painful to give those long pauses, but the fish sometimes really need them in those cold water situations. I really can't stand it's just pausing for 20 plus seconds, but that's when you get your bites, when you give those long pauses, and you just need to do them in those cold water. Next up, we have some jigs. These are all B&M Cyclone jigs. First off, we have two black and blue football jigs, half ounce. Then we have a 3/8 ounce cinnamon purple flake football jig. Next, we have a Lil Moneymaker half ounce flipping jig. Good green color. Then we have a 3/4 ounce spring craw football jig.
Here we have a Booyah Poppin' Pad Crasher in leopard pattern. This is a I've heard a lot of good things about this frog. I'll take it out of the package for you guys. We normally use Spro and Live Target, but we figured we'd give Booyah a try here.
It's a good all-around pattern.
Pretty good looking frog there.
We notice it has a pretty soft body on it too.
Next up, we got a couple Live Target frogs. We got a Live Target Coppers 65 series frog here in leopard pattern. Well, really big fans of Live Target. And we have another Live Target Coppers in tan yellow.
Next up, we have a Strike King XD. When I ordered this, I did not think it would be this big, honestly. But I did want something that would dive to, I think it's
25 plus.
25 or 30 plus feet. And it is in the barfish pattern. They actually had these on sale on Tackle Warehouse. And we fish a lot of old strip mines that are 60 plus feet deep. So these come in handy when those fish get deep. And we have another one. Same thing in the gizzard shad pattern. Next up, what do we have? We have 2 packs of VMC trailer hooks. These are the 2-aught. I think these are the best size for trailer hooks, just for spinner baits, buzz baits, chat baits. Oh, and some VMC inline treble hooks. These are size 4. Again, one of my favorite sizes for all-round lures. And some tube jigs, jig heads. I use these for obviously tubes and mainly smallmouth fishing and the occasional walleye.
Got some chatterbaits. Picked up a lot of them. I think some of them are on sale actually.
The V&M ones were.
We got some Z-Mans. This is a white chartreuse and gold in 1/4 ounce. We have a bad shad gold in 3/8 ounce. And we have a candy craw in 3/8 ounce as well. I really like chatterbaits. It should work well at our local pond that we usually fish at, so I picked a couple of those up. We have some V&M chatterbaits. This is a green pumpkin 1/2 ounce.
And these are our first time trying these V&M. We want to just give them a try.
We have a black blue scale and a mouse pattern. I don't know if you can see very well, but these are sort of a bigger profile chatterbait. If you're targeting like larger size fish or something like that.
Another thing I like about these V&M chatterbaits is that they have that extended skirt, so that you can kind of hides the trailer hook, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Next up, we have some pegs for punching pads and punching grass and just punching basically. Oh, and then next up we have some Bass Assassins. I use these as spinnerbait trailers, but I guess they're paddletail swim baits in snowstorm color.
I as well like to use those on, I'll put them on the back of my chatterbait. I'm not a big fan of the trailers that they give you in these. I think they're a little small. I feel like these really make it look a lot better in the water, so I personally like those.
Next up we have some Yum Vibra King tubes. These I'm gonna use these for flipping basically, and
Punching pads.
They're unique, and they're not like a normal tube. I really want to try these. Next we have some Zoom Fat Alberts in just a chartreuse pearl pattern and green pumpkin purple flake. And I use the chartreuse for walleye, and usually this is just for bass, clear water bass fishing. Then we have some V&M lizards. As you can probably tell, there's a lot of V&M products because they were on sale on Tackle Warehouse, so we took advantage of it. And just these are for spawning. Then we have some Gambler Mega Daddies in black and blue. And I use these as jig trailers. I just trim off. I usually cut it just about at the halfway point on the bait and put it on the back of my jigs. It looks pretty good. It's a big, beefy profile.
Next up, we got some Berkeley Havocs. Picked up a lot of these. I think a lot of these are on sale. Let's see, we got some Pit Bosses. Several of them. We got 4 packs. This one is in green pumpkin. This one is black blue. Another black blue, and another green pumpkin. These beaver baits I'm a big fan of because they're real. I'm a fan of Havoc in general because they're such a durable bait. I can get a lot in. I like to punch a lot of Havocs because they'll last me a long time.
And I actually like to trim these and put them on the back of a jig sometimes as a trailer. They work pretty well for that.
And lastly, for the Havocs, we have an 8-inch juice worm in red shad color.
That's a really good bait. It's caught me a lot of fish.
Next up, we have just a regular Strike King 3/8 ounce spinnerbait in brim pattern. I'm a big fan of spinnerbait, so I figured I'd pick up another one.
Last bait, we have a Strike King Lucky Shad. This model dives to 8 feet deep. One of my favorite crankbaits because I actually just caught my personal best walleye on it not about 2 months ago. There was 6 pounds 4 ounces. Oh, and this is a chartreuse perch pattern. And that wraps up this order. It wasn't a huge order, but just a random
year-round kind of order thing. So
this is actually our first video, and it's kind of the worst time to make it because it's winter time and bite's pretty slow. So we're gonna try to get some footage, but main footage is gonna be come spawn and this summer and for the years to come. If you guys want us to make any videos or reviews on any certain baits, just leave a comment or email us at
punching.pads@gmail.com.
Thanks.
Make sure you like and subscribe this video if you want us to keep posting.
Thanks for watching.